for the asphalt to be good.
Archie is here to tell you about the huge Double XL free topping pizza from Pizza Pizza, just $19.99. Whopping 18-week free topping finger beauty for only $19.99. So hurry into Pizza Pizza today and bring a big appetite for a hot and fresh.
Next time you know this is going to be a main road one day.
I'm loving this big voice. I may just call the game this way. On Pizza Pizza, Crown Rust Control Center. Protection runs deep because every Crown Rust Control Center is owned by a local family who cares beyond business. Their Crown Rust Control Center is 100% committed to their product, to you, to their community, which is your community. Protecting you and what matters to you is equally important as protecting your vehicle. Did you know your vehicle rusts faster in warm weather? Protect your
Now
vehicle
we're back
today.
where we started.
Special summer offer. Find your local family-owned Crown Rust Control Center at crown.com. Next summer, 3 minutes for Best Plus. That's all the action, wherever you are. He's going to go through everything. I still think there needs to be some tests done to see if he can get cleared. So obviously he's not cleared for today's action, so we keep our eye on Stuart Springer and hope he gets back up to the big lineup sooner than later. And Fulford on the first pitch from Gosman punts it up in the shallow right field. On to make the grab is Nathan Lucas. One away.
And today was supposed to be his first day rehabbing, correct?
Yes. The number 8 hitter in the Colorado lineup comes up. The switch-hitting second baseman, Adiel Amador, batting 184 on the season. And, of course, hitting from the left side against the righty Gosman. First pitch is Kevin. Outside, missed with a fastball, 1-0. Amador's played or appeared in 36 games. He's in 1 home run. 8 runs batted in. Nobody is there for him right now. The second hitter of the inning. As he looks at the fastball from Gosman, it's in for a strike, 1-1.
Good. So the release point on the fastball so far this inning has been a little bit different, a little bit better. Like better strike. Really following through that pitch, letting go out front, something we didn't do in that first inning. Heineman set up high. Gosman with the pitch, put it right where Heineman wanted it. And this one is popped up yet again. At short, got the chase on hand, using his hands to sort of shake and block the sun. Tom Bichette makes the snag, 2 away. Didn't look like he was struggling at all to catch that baseball, but that's gun is directly above the infield right now. You can imagine what Bo was looking up into as he was trying to catch that pop-up. Good job from him shielding that sun with that bare hand.
Kyle Parker,
the right-handed hitting third baseman now up. Batting .217 on the season. With a strike and a fastball at 96. Gosman had a 1. Pretty obvious now. He found something with that fastball. Not only the velo, that last fastball was 96, but just the command of that thing at the bottom of that strike zone. Heineman set up high again. The pitch down low. Looks like signals were maybe crossed on that one. It's Gosman missed it. There's 1-1. Toronto down by 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Gosman, late kick delivery, 1-1 pitch. Is dribbled down the third base side. Fouls, 1-2. Rockies today, Toronto in the all grays. Looking for the straight back. After putting up double digits in terms of scoring in each of the first two games. The 1-2 pitch from Gosden. And this one sent into left field on a pretty good rope, but back to make the snag. In front of the track is David Schneider, and that will do it for the Rockies. We head on to the third inning with Colorado leading 1-0. You're listening to Blue Jays Baseball, brought to you by your local family-owned Crown Rust Control Center. Streaming on the Sportsnet app and the Sportsnet Radio Network.
Saving confidence on installs and locking in low financing? That's a no-brainer. It's the Heating Ninja. Calgary's HVAC outbreak. And now June and July special is heating up fast. Save $1,000 on installs for air conditioning, heat pumps, and high-efficiency furnaces. Don't wait until it's too late. Be safe and call 403-969-5781 or visit the Heating Ninja.
How's everybody doing? Welcome.
Fast, friendly, and always on target.
Running around chasing smash ball right now.
And he continues to swing the bat well, rips that single into left field. brings up Vladimir Guerrero Jr., his second at bat of the ball game. Grounded as the third, back in the first inning, and his first at bat. And he tries to rip one, and he does. On the first pitch, he sends it into left field, and the Blue Jays try to get something cooking with 2 away here in the third inning. How about that swing from Vlad? It was a cutter.
Jump in. Is there more? We're playing traffic now, I guess. Okay. It was easy. What's up, people? This is Calgary, Alberta. Oh, we're just gonna mix the load? I just mix it now? Oh, he's gonna dump. Okay. Yeah, the way he was driving, I thought he wanted me to put concrete on top. It's like. Well, we gotta take that one for sure. He chipped the shit out of that one. They gotta take that one. Yeah, we did on this one. I got this one. What's everybody up to? Oh damn, we got a ton of people here. Now there's nothing to do. What's happening, everybody? Like and subscribe while you're here. I'm in a John Deere 190 wheeled excavator. And I got a concrete bucket and a wrist on, or a rototillator. One of the many words they call it. But it's a wheeled excavator, that's why I got the steering wheel. Brake pedal, gas pedal. This thing's road legal. That's why we use it to repair sidewalks, because we're on roads, so it's kind of the perfect piece of equipment for the job. I couldn't imagine having to rattle around in a freaking Traco, even with rubber tracks on all day. My God, that'd take forever. Yeah, no, it's a different machine, but it's fun. Does even mean now when I'm driving, I got my steer tires to the back. My blades to the backs, so I have more room. So when I drive, left is right, right is left. Once you get used to it, though. Gives you a better turning radius, though. When you want to whip a freaking donut, it's awesome. Takes a little while to learn how to line up straight with it, because you're doing it in your mirrors, lefty, righty, righty, lefty. Sometimes it just gets you going all over the place, but I've been doing it a while now, so I don't really notice it now. Sometimes it's more when I go to drive my own frickin' truck, I steer the wrong way. Hey, Charlie. Well, something fun, a little different than, digging ditches and loading trucks. Not that I'm not loading trucks, but picking concrete out piece by piece without chipping anything around you. It's definitely an interesting job. Keeps you on your toes at least. Oh, like and subscribe while you're here. spend way more time in here than I do driving anything else. That's for damn sure. So yeah, it's more about the regular vehicle. 12 hours in here, your brain's just trained one way. There's not exactly a lot of thought. You just do. Right on, Charlie. What type of blade are you on? A dozer? Hey, Gordon. Hey, Ram. Right on. People watching from everywhere. Always get a good crowd, and then I outpace my trucks. And you know how that goes. The bathroom. Goddamn clouds are building again. No more rain. It's a freaking lake over there still. The road there to get from one side to the other has got like 2 feet of water in it. Just waiting for somebody to get stuck in it. Now if the Blue Jays could just start hitting something, we could sweep the Rockies here.
With a victory today could increase their lead in terms of the American League.
Maybe I'll get to live to see the Jays win another title.
Falling 9-4 to the Minnesota Twins. And Kevin Gausman just
oh, speak of the devil.
And now 2-on with 2 left. The Rockies here in the bottom of the first. Really cruising on base. And then Ezekiel Tovar hit that single. He ends up at first base. And it seems to me like Kevin Gausman was trying to be too quick to the plate, and that affected his ability to throw strike. This brings up Warming Burnville with 2 8 and 2 on. And the first pitch to Gausman to the outside edge, another fastball at 96.01.
Don't fucking thing out the window, I guess. We're in Calgary, Alberta here.
You're really not concerned about him trying to steal. You can have that big leg lift, you can have that long run, that Kevin Gausman usually does. The 0-1 pitch down on the dirt. Nice walk there from Heineman. Speaking of a runner at second, that obviously prevents Tovar from advancing to third. So a nice job there by Heineman. Yeah, no, even at 1-1 for Burneville. We talked about the reigning Player of the Week honors in the National League. 16 hits and 9 runs batted in his first 10 Major League games. How's that for a start? The 1-1 pitch. And he just got underneath the Burneville, sends it sky high into the stands, about 15-20 rows deep, above the out of the ground, 1-2. Toronto trying to get out of the inning right here. Leading 3-1, bottom 3. Gausman quick glance out at second. And now he steps off and sends Tovar back to the bag. Generally speaking, when a guy does an inside move like that, at a visiting ballpark, you'll hear some boos. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off by Burnville, third base side. We'll do it again at 1-2. Maybe because there's so many Blue Jays fans. We've seen a lot of Blue Jays jerseys and hats and t-shirts and whatnot scattered throughout the field. In fact, I just saw a dude wearing an Expos jersey. So Canadian fans from all walks of life and all corners of our great country. Gausman again, a glance at his Tovar at second. A long pitch. Now turns and fires to Heineman. And Burneville fouls off another one. High heater, 96, down the right field line. And it ricochets off the net. And Ty Brandon trying to make a play. I couldn't get to it, but wouldn't have been able to make a play nevertheless. And Gausman's really gassing out the last 3 pitches or so. 97, 96 with that last fastball Godwin again looks out at Tovar at second. Heineman set up high. Let's see where Godwin goes. Here's the 1-2 pitch down in the dirt, and another nice snag from Heineman as that thing skips inside on the slider. It's 2-2.
I haven't found nothing yet.
Bottom of the third inning, it's a 2-run lead for the Blue Jays. They're up 3-1. They trailed 1-0 and then got 3 back in the top half of this inning on a 3-run shot from Bo Bichette.
Oh, I missed the freaking.
I'm not sure what happened, but the umpire's too sure was giving Howard Heineman a couple of extra seconds. Here comes the 6-2 pitch. Barnabella reaches out, slaps one foul, ricochets off the netting in front of the Blue Jay dugout. We'll do it again at 2-2. Did you see anything when he blocked out that ball? Nope. Interesting. It didn't look like that ball hit him anywhere. It looked like the ball went right into his glove. Maybe caught him in the sun. Hopefully he's okay. Here's the 8th pitch of the at-bat right here. Godwin facing Barnabella. Swing and a miss. The youngster sits down, second strikeout of the game for Godwin, and the Jays get out of the inning leading 3-1.
Yeah, may as well just go get that one.
The Blue Jays Baseball brought to you by your local family-owned Crown Run Control Center, streaming at Sportsnet PGA and the Sportsnet Radio Network.
With summer in full swing, there's always
Sprinkler line, water line.
And right now, during Home Hardware Celebrate Summer Sale, everyone's saving on just what they need. Some are saving 20% or more on
Use my
select
X-ray vision and I don't
and some are saving up to 25% on home essentials fans, so they can finally enjoy the great outdoors as much as the great indoors.
gotta get lucky sometimes, I guess.
Isn't it? Earn and redeem Team Plus points at Home Hardware and Building Centers right now during the Celebrate Summer Sale. But hurry, they'll end soon. Now, great traffic update.
Taking a look around the city right now, downtown, and you'll find single right lane or dual right lane closure on 6th Avenue between 5th Street and 6th Street Southwest right now. That's downtown. Also the Southwest Redwood Trail between Crowchild and 14th Street Southwest is found westbound single right lane closure. The 5 lanes through there, speed has been reduced to 50K. The Harvest Hill has cleared up, but there is a right lane block northbound the South Trail on 78th Avenue. And you'll find single lanes through there. I'm Arcade, the 660 Canadian Tire, 20 years, 4 million kids, 100% retirement. Families overcome financial barriers to sport and play. Donate at jumpstart.canadiantire.ca.
Hey, party animal. It's me, Mother Nature. Something needs your attention. I mean it. While you're enjoying buffalo wings, did you know wildlife has declined almost 70% in 5 decades? Your daughter's gonna notice. You know, you are nature, right? Reconnect at naturenow.ca. It's up to us.
A message from nature.
519 plus. Play responsibly. Ontario's only the lefty. Kyle Freeland fires a fastball at 90 miles an hour in for a strike against the leadoff hitter for this inning. Number 7 in the lineup today for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas, and Freeland back with another strike on another fastball at 90. now 3-0. Thanks patience there from Tyler Heineman. For that respect, 2-0 breaking ball from Kyle Freeland. Tyler Heineman earned that. He certainly played very well for the Blue Jays this season. And he just earned a 4 straight balls. The top of the bat drops down to first, 1 away with 1 on. Let's take another look at the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by St. Louis Bar and Grill, 100% owned and operated since 1992. Home with a $4 happy hour, 20+ food and drink items starting at just $4. StLouisWings.com for details. You are welcome. There's somebody right now listening to the ball game, partaking in the $4 happy hour, and we send a shout out to all of those that are having a $4 happy hour at St. Louis Bar and Grill. Unless it's the late night happy hour, either way then, listen to the game and then go to St. Louis Bar and Grill for liquor. There you go. Maybe they got those double dip happy hours, 3 to 5 and like 4 to 11. Miles Straw, there's a happy hour for him right now. He knocked the big hit. He's been going for the Blue Jays here in the 4th inning with just 1 away. Clononek has 2 on. That's big hitting there from Miles Straw to bring up the top of the order with David Schneider. Yeah, he continues to swing the bat really well. There's an upper curve down below that strike zone. He just goes down and gets it. Doesn't try to do too much with that pitch.
Did you cut the grass up there?
The line drive in the left field for a base hit here. By the way, we gave the St. Louis Bar and Grill shout out for the out-of-town scoreboard, but we didn't give any out-of-town scores. The New York Yankees leading the Texas Rangers 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Got anything else for me? Well, I was just looking for the Boston Red Sox versus Kansas City Royals score. That game doesn't start till 7:10 Eastern. So why don't we give you a couple others? No score. Heroes, top of the first, St. Louis and the Dodgers. Same as the Rays and the Angels, but there is a score in the bottom of the 5th. Chicago Bulls, that is, leading Cincinnati 4-0. There you go. So I mentioned David Schneider coming up, top of the order. He's got 2 on with just 1 out. And Heineman at second, Straw at first. Schneider 1 for 2 in the ballgame, led off this game with a double. Let's see what he does right here. First pitch is a strike from Freeland, a fastball at 91. 0-1 count. Freeland quick glance out at second at Straw. Goes and fires to Schneider. Big cut. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And that's something we haven't seen really this season. He struggled with that elevated heater early on in his career, early on this season, but recently he has to really swing at that pitch. When he does swing at it, he tends to make good contact. That fastball there gets by him a little bit. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and Schneider pops it up over to first base. Warming Bernabel toward the line, shading himself from the sun, makes the snag, 2 away. Earlier today, Julie Kreutz was talking with Show Ali. And this goes back to you, trumpeting Ernie Clement, which also didn't happen. What about a cold glove at the utility position for Ernie Clement? Considering how well he played and how many different positions he has played for the Blue Jays, certainly it would seem like he would be in line for the honors. Well, he's been great all season. Not only with that, but with the glove.
Guys,
I mean, every single time he makes a play, everything is so smooth. And Clement just fouled off the first 2 pitches of this at-bat. And there's just a quiet confidence from him. And that's what I love most about him. He goes about his business. He gets things done. He's not a flash in the player. You're not going to see a ton of swag from him. But he just makes every single play. He makes every single play look easy, too. And unfortunately for the Blue Jays, Eddie Clement, he just struck out, chased after a high heater, clocked at 91, and that hits down the Blue Jays as they strand 2, but they still lead 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Blue Jays Baseball, brought to you by your local family-owned prep center, streaming on the Sportsnet app and the Sportsnet radio network. always has plans to help you with your plans. Your home, your cottage, your garage, whatever needs your attention first, check the most visited spot on our website for ready-to-order plans to get the job done with human enthusiasm. Visit timbermart.ca.
On Monday, August 25th, be one of the first 15,000 fans of Rogers Center to receive your very own Andre Jimenez bobblehead. To tickets, visit Smoothoperator0505. Lights up, let's go.
There are millions of square kilometers without coverage across Canada. Introducing Rogers Satellite, a new satellite-to-mobile texting service that connects your phone in areas without cell service. Now you have the power to go farther and still get texts from mom. And now anyone on any provider can try it for free. When it comes to coverage, the sky's the limit. Sign up at rogers.com/satellite. Limitations apply. Rogers, we got you. Saving $1,000 on installs and locking in low financing? That's a no-brainer. It's the Heating Ninja, Calgary's HVAC expert. And now Junior July special is heating up fast. Save $1,000 on installs for air conditioning, heat pumps, and high-efficiency furnaces. Don't wait until it's too late. Reach the heat and call 403-969-5781 or visit theheatingninja.com. That's theheatingninja.com. Fast, friendly, and always on target. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball. Swing and a miss, strike three. Phoenix Verdugo, or his seventh strikeout. On Sportsnet 590 The Fan and the Sportsnet Radio Network. Welcome to the Timbermark broadcast booth. Eric Smith and Chris LaRue with you on a Wednesday afternoon. The Blue Jays with a 3-1 lead in Colorado. As we get set for the bottom of the fourth inning, Kevin Gosman, he's thrown 46 pitches. And the first one is Fernando with a hot shot down the first base. He says, hey, yes, I got this. Crossed over the first, stepped on the bank himself to record you. One away. Well, Ty France went a little bit into the race. It looked like he wanted to underhand that ball to Kevin Gosman, but he couldn't get the ball out of his glove. He just stuck that hand up and took that play himself. He's got the belt on. He needs a little more camera time. Got to flash that off. Let it shine. One down here. Nice play by France to sit down Yanquiel Fernandez. It brings up Braxton Fulford, the number 7 hitter in the Colorado lineup. The right-handed hitting catcher, 0 for 1 today. And the first pitch from Gosman. In for a strike, bottom part of the zone. Fastball at 93.01. Fulford batting .233 on the season. Game that just got underway against St. Louis, top of the first. If I'm not mistaken, this is Shohei pitching today for the Dodgers. Yeah. Well, the Blue Jays will not see him on the weekend then. I mean, in terms of pitching. That'll be a fun one though, Dodger Stadium. Finally got there for the first time last summer. It was awesome to be there. Gosman with the 0-2 pitch. A little bit too low. The splitter miss. It's 1-2. What was your favorite thing about being at Dodger Stadium? The view. Yeah, the view's really nice. The view. I had to seat behind the plate. The second row of the upper deck. It was awesome. 1-2. Foul up. And quite honestly, I wanted to be in the upper deck just to get that view and just see the whole field and just kind of take it all in. I'm not a big hotshot like you, probably stacking out all over the deck, hobnobbing with the Hollywood celebs and whatnot, you and Jason Bateman hanging out. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off third base side by Fulford. He stays alive. Did he actually go to Dodgers? Yeah, he's a big Dodger guy. Do you think I was going to say, like, the Dodger dog was my favorite thing? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not down with paying $37 for a hot dog or whatever it is. I don't think it's $37. I should look it up and find out how much a Dodger dog actually is. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fulford sits down another strikeout for Gosman. His third of the ball game. 2 away here in the fourth inning. Really nice split finger there. Kevin Gosman has become one of the best pitchers in baseball, I think, at throwing that right-on right split finger. He's not afraid to throw the right split finger, something that you really hadn't seen maybe before 4 or 5 years ago. A lot of right-handed pitchers shy away from the right-on-right change-up, the right-on-right split finger. Kevin Gosman very obviously comfortable with that pitch. Aniel Almador comes up quick hitting second baseman, and the first pitch from Gosman is a splitter in for strike 0-1. All right, quick Google search. If I can try $11.99. Well, there are lemons, there are degrees here, and my $37 guess was not far off based on the levels of degrees. Now, with a nasty splitter going too. If you get a 16-inch hot dog with fries, it's $40. Yeah, but that's with fries. The average price of a just standard regular hot dog, $6.68. That's not bad. No, that's fine. That's totally fine. The 0-2 pitch from Gosman. Inside a little bit lower.
What is everybody doing?
So wait, so you're saying if you add the fries, no, $34 more? No, if you add...
do this all day.
If you add an extra 10 inches and french fries, it's a bigger hot dog. Yeah. All right. So the Looney Dog is $6, and if that...
I move a foot, he moves, but I drive away, he doesn't see it. If I move this far, he puts it in reverse, but if I drive away, he doesn't even notice.
With a 3-1 lead. And you're listening to Blue Jays Baseball, brought to you by your local family-owned Crown Run Control Center, streaming at sportsnet.ca and the Sportsnet Radio app. Callum, Sarah, you're not going to believe your eyes. What is it?
Show us.
Take a look. Big diamond. Most people have never seen diamonds this big.
I'm feeling dizzy. Is anyone else feeling dizzy?
Big diamonds often have that effect on people.
And because I'm a major investor, DJ, bankers are selling bigger created diamonds with lower prices.
And the good news is that these are created born in the heart of a star. A star you wish upon.
Starlight, bright. First star I see tonight. I wish I may. I wish I might.
You wish you might what?
I haven't decided yet.
Take a look at the bigger sizes and lower prices of created diamonds and cents. Wait, some of that coconut here?
Usually, but it can also pop in whenever something really exciting is happening.
I didn't know that. Come and spend money prepared to be amazed. Ben, located across from Chinook Center, Legacy Heating and Cooling is the #1 air conditioning install.
I gotta take that one.
Slushy lovers. Because while a slushy keeps you cool as an 80s song for a moment, AC from Legacy keeps you all season long. A permanent full-body slushy sensation keeping you cold as ice with no payment and no interest for 1 year. Keeping you cool without the brain freeze. That's how you build a Legacy.
Think that one's gonna crack?
Cooling.
Think that one will crack?
Hey, Nottingham. Struck him out with 98 at the top of the draw. Missed shooting. Sportsnet 960. The 15 is brought to you by Desjardins Insurance. Get insurance that's really big on care at Desjardins.com/care today. The job that I'm doing today. As the first pitch comes into Vladimir Guerrero. And it's a strike from Freeland on a fastball clock at 90-0-1 for Vladimir. And the second pitch outside, changeup no good, 1-1. Guerrero 1 for 2 on the day. With the Blue Jays leading 3-1. 1-1 pitch. Guerrero chased after down low, got thrown by that knuckle curve, and is now down in count 1-2. Delivers on the 1-2 pitch, and again Guerrero got fooled by that one. The knuckle curve, a half swing, it's a strikeout, and Vladdy sits down to start the 5th inning. A little bit of a frustrated look on the face of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. slowly walking back to that Blue Jays dugout. Obviously swung at 2 pitches that he probably shouldn't have swung at. So this will bring up Tony Bichette. A 3-run homer in his last at-bat. The offense for the Blue Jays right now with a 3-1 lead. And the first pitch to Bichette, 1-1. Freeland is the fastball. Bichette 1 for 2 on the day. The average jumped up to 301. And the next pitch is fastball that looked outside, but it's a called strike. Another generous zone there from Stu Sherwater. 1-1. And here within the PMC, the first out might be our number 1. You like views, that's on. Absolutely. I think I lost track. I think I'm up to 18 in the majors in terms of parks I've been able to visit. And now that I think about it, I think Pittsburgh might be number 1. And Bo Bichette is in the left field on the line and pretty much right at Jordan Beck. He might have moved a couple of feet. Maybe Brad to sit down, Bichette 2 away. Texas has now evened things up with the Yankees in the 6th inning. The score is tied 2-2. If we're still talking about the Rays, I'll throw in there because they're in the game. They lead the Angels in the top of the first 2-0. And the first pitch to Pat France. Left by France, down in the count now 0-1. The Rays are 11 back of the Blue Jays. All right, so stop time. Stop talking about them, but... And they've got a leapfrog at least 2 teams. Yeah. We're done. When you're back in the 500, no, right? 1-1 now to count for France. And France jumps on the next pitch, sends it into the gap in left center field. It's going, and it's a one bouncer off the wall and into second base. And a stand-up double is Ty France. Great swing from Ty France. Got that fastball right down the middle, and he drifted into the gap. Off the ball out left center. I thought that ball had a chance off the bat, but a little bit of a lower line drive. Didn't quite get underneath it enough, but it's a nice swing nonetheless. His 20th double of the season. And the Blue Jays will try to do what they did back in the 3rd, a 2-out rally. They scored all 3 of their runs in this game with 2 away, and that's what they can do right here. Top 5, 2 down, and Buddy Kennedy comes up. He has blown up the center each of his first 2 at-bats. First pitch from Freeland, a cutter. Upper part of the zone, but good for a strike. It's 0-1. The lead at second for France. Freeland with the pitch, nice block behind the plate from Braxton Holford. Can't now Freeland waiting for the time for Holford. There's in. Set. Kick and delivery. And that pitch missing outside. It's now 2-1. Fastball at 91.
Sprinkler's on this side too? Both sides? What? Sprinkler on this side too?
2-1 is the count. Freeland lands out at France at second. Turns the tires on the 2-1 pitch up high outside. It's 3-1. So we were talking about Buddy Kennedy's grandfather, Don Money, earlier. I'll give you some stats. 6,200 career at-bats for Don Money, a 261 average, 176 career home runs, just over 1,600 career hits. Pretty good career for him. Money. And the pitch to Kennedy. Down low, knuckle curve, nice patience again from Buddy. That knuckle curve has been nasty for Freeland today, but Kennedy wasn't fooled by it this time, and he trots down to first as the Blue Jays now have 2 on, with 2 away here in the 5th. And just in case you were wondering, he exceeded his rookie limit during the 1969 season. Well, of course, yeah, the first thing I thought of it.
Oh!
I hadn't have heard that. I would have Googled it tonight. I wonder if it was on Money. He exceeded his rookie limit.
It's right there.
There you go. You'll never forget that. I asked you in 2 months' pay. What year did Don Money exceed those rookie limits? So you'll say 1969. That's right. Over 69. Yeah. Give me a couple bars. No? No. You don't want that, like, in the archives? No. Me too. No. The conversation on the mound for the Rockies trying to deal with Nathan Lucas, let alone with the two runners on. It's France at second, it's Kennedy at first. Two away here in the fifth inning. Nathan Lucas coming up, batting 260. He's 0 for 2 today. Kind of looked a little uncomfortable in his last at bat when he struck out. Lefty on lefty battle right here. Let's see if Lucas can redeem himself right here. In the first pitch swinging, he jumps on that first pitch, sends it on a ride towards center field. It's sailing, and it's off the base of the wall in center. Coming around to score, both Grant and Kennedy, and into third base with the triple is Nathan Lucas.
Well, he got that cutter, a little bit of a spinner over the middle of the plate, and he just ripped that thing right back up the middle, off the wall in center field, just over the head of center fielder Mickey Moniak. What a swing from him. That approach is just so good. He continues to impress me going the other way. He actually thought he got that baseball, slow trot out of that box, and then you can see him speed up as he's rounding first base. So just another good swing from him.
And he got a triple.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you saw otherwise. It came off the bat well. I didn't think that was going, though. I personally didn't. That's why, as I'm calling, I'm saying sailing yet again. Coors Field, letting these balls fly and float, and it nearly made its way out. First triple of the season for Nathan Lucas. Scores two. Blue Jays now lead 5-1. We've got a pitching change for the Rockies, so we go back to baseball control and show Elliott.
Thanks very much, guys. Let's check out that St. Louis Bar and Grill out-of-town scoreboard. A couple of games going on right now. Yankees Rangers, bottom of the sixth inning for the Rangers. 1 out and 1 on. Tied at 2 in Texas. Texas looking for a sweep. And bottom of the first inning, this game just got started. 2 outs for the Angels, but they do trail the Rays 2-zip. We look elsewhere on the scoreboard. A fair bit of soccer news recently. First, Tottenham Hotspur legend Son Heung-min officially on his way to MLS. LAFC completing the signing of the star for a reported fee of around $26 million, a new MLS record transfer fee. The 33-year-old had been in North London since 2015, scoring 127 goals in 300 Premier League appearances for the Spurs, but will become one of the biggest stars in North America. And speaking of which, this was reported a few weeks ago, but it was made official today. Bayern Munich star Thomas Muller joined the Vancouver White House. That was announced earlier today. The contract will be the 35-year-old through the end of 2026. Muller, of course, a perennial winner.
Is there anything on that side?
13 Bundesliga titles, 6 German Cups, 8 MSC Super Cups, 2 Champions League titles, 2 UEFA Super Cups, 2 FIFA Club World Cups, and of course at the national level, a FIFA World Cup Championship in 2014, where he of course also won the Golden Boot. Blue Jays baseball, as always, is brought to you by Crown Rod Protection. Let's get back to the action. Let's call. Here's Eric and Greg. Thanks very much. Show Jaden Hill coming into the ballgame now for the Rockies as the right-hander takes over. And the first man he will face is Kyler Heineman, who now flips around to the left side for the first time in this ballgame. The switch-hitting catcher for the Jays. With Hill in the ballgame, we mentioned our pitching change brought to you by Home Hardware, the official home improvement retailer for the Toronto Blue Jays, locally owned, genuinely Canadian. We actually saw Jaden Hill in last night's ballgame, the former second-round pick of the Rockies in 2021 out of LSU. Gave up 3 earned runs in last night's ballgame, 4 hits.
There was one?
A changeup, fastball, and 2 straight balls from Hill. The 2-0 pitch to Heineman is fouled off. It's now 2-1.
Might be right in the grass.
Heineman 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He walked in his last at-bat. He's got Nathan Lucas out at third, following the triple from Lucas moments ago. 2-1 pitch, and it came high inside, fouled off by Heineman. Now 2-2. Chris, I said it right before the Lucas triple, and the Jays do what they did in the third inning and continue to rally with scores, and they have. All of their runs in this game have come with 2 outs. Toronto leading 5-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Heineman will look to keep this inning rolling. The 2-2 pitch from Hill. Fouled off by Heineman. Left field side. He's going to get it 2-2. Off day tomorrow for the Blue Jays.
We'll have to watch for it when we're doing dirt.
On Friday in LA. They would love to walk into California on the sweep of the Rockies. Hyman rips one into center field and cashes in. Lucas is 6-1 Toronto. Another two-out base hit by this Toronto Blue Jays team. You mentioned all 6 runs in this ball game have come with 2 outs. Pretty good swing right there from Tyler Heineman. Got that elevated fastball at about 95 miles an hour and just rips that thing right back up the middle.
So the number 9 hitter in the Blue Jays lineup is Miles Straw. Base hit in his last at bat, 1 for 2 this afternoon, and the first pitch swing fouls it up and over the backstop. Down to the count 0-1.
The first 3 runs of the ball game actually came with 2 outs and nobody on. Little base hit, and then that 3-run home run with 2 outs. I don't know if that makes
Well, it
sense.
looks like it's break time for a bit.
I'm trying to figure it out myself, but I'm just going to nod my head and say yes.
0-1 pitch, well outside, down low. The slider no good from Hill. It's 1-1.
That initial rally started
Really
with
small
nobody
one.
out.
It's a John Deere
Nobody on
190,
and
man.
2 outs, right. As did this one.
This
There you go.
isn't
That's
on
how
the
you get
small
through
one.
it.
It's not a monster, but
No,
it's
you can have
definitely
people on
not
it, yeah.
small. This ain't no mini hoe I'm sitting in. This is literally a concrete bucket, because that's what I do. And I have a wrist, which is way better than a 360 for this. There are very few applications for a 360 to run it backwards and it make any sense at all. This definitely isn't it. Their worst at is grading. But I needed to scarify all that anyways so it'll fucking dry. So when you're pulling straight towards yourself it's not so bad, but I rarely get to do that. I'm always pulling at an angle away from myself. If you wear your hard hat and cab, Christ. I don't want to be in the country you're from if you gotta wear your hard hat and cap. Holy man, people was arguing. Good stuff. I'm gonna have to go look through this chat at the end of the day. Good stuff. Well, I I think I'm gonna actually kill the live for a bit. Fucking kills the fucking battery and eats the data like it's going out of style, so. It's no city code to wear a fucking hard hat. In any city, anywhere. It's all safety regulations. And I don't have to wear it when I'm sitting in a machine. Shit, if something comes through the roof of this machine, my hard hat is the least of my problems. You want to know how I'm safe? I don't hit people with the machine. That's how an operator is safe. Building regulations clearly state building what? No. Oh, dude, I worked in Edmonton for years. It's absolutely not a rule that you always have to wear one in the machine or in this and in that. Yeah, when you're on job sites, yeah, but like that's just ridiculous, man. It's the job site you're on might require it, but the city does not require hard hats in every machine in the city. I just know it as a fact. Exactly, it's company policy or the job, whoever's the prime contractor on your job requires it. That, then you have to follow their policy, but it sure as shit ain't the city, man. Sorry, man, this ain't my first day. I could give a shit who provides. I have a hard hat. I just ain't wearing it in the machine because I don't have to. So, just like my vest, it's on the floor. If I need it, I'll put that shit on. If there's something dangerous enough for me to run from, I really don't care. Like I say, as an operator, this whole point of safety is you being good at your job. That's what safety is. I've done 20 years and I've never hit it. Any vehicles, any people. That's safety. Me wearing a hard hat don't change shit. Like if something actually came through the roof of this thing hard enough to hit me, holy fuck, dude. There'd be a building falling on me. No, safety only works when there's competent people around. You can be as safe as you want. You've got idiots around you, they'll kill you anyways, so. Well, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back later when I got some more trucks lined up here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe.